especially in the South County area, they directed us to some sources, specifically Bosnian language newspapers. And so most of the work was analyzing those sources and then writing a paper about that, which we're presenting now.
Puts on the showcase for students each year, displaying many different subjects from science to crash analysis.
Last January, it was announced that Lindenwood's digital institutional repository had surpassed 1 million downloads. The Digital Commons was first established in May of 2021 as part of the Lindenwood Library. It has been serving as a digital hub for preserving the university's rich scholarly and historic materials, hosting more than 17,000 pieces of content. Over those 3 years, downloads have originated from more than 11,000 institutions, spanning more than 200 countries and regions.
Federal student loans have a huge impact on previous students and their lives. Starting next month, student loans are going to be referred to collections. Previous students who had their loan payments paused during COVID will once again be forced to pay off their debt.
If they make payments when the payment comes due, it will actually be positive because the students will be able to establish a good credit rating. If students ignore the holder of the loan, the lender will try to reach out for up to 270 days, and after 270 days, it goes into default.
Loans now in collections, you can request a payment if you have defaulted loans. The payment plan through the Department of Education Default Resolution Group can help lower your monthly payment based on your income and family size. To apply, you can go to studentaid.gov/IDR.
Target announced removal of their DEI initiatives, resulting in a boycott that has lasted for over a month now. Reporter Carmen Lumpkins is here with the story.
With Target's decision to remove DEI practices from their company, justice leaders started a boycott and encouraged people not to shop at Target or support their business. This boycott has been a national movement that has kept previous Target shoppers out of their stores. I asked Target shoppers here at Lindenwood what they think about the boycott. Foot traffic at Target has been declined for the last 11 weeks, amid a nationwide boycott of over 200,000 people. Target was a supporter of diversity initiatives through their hiring practices and where they got their products from. However, with President Trump's administration pushing back on DEI, Target responded by getting rid of their executive committee that focused on racial justice, changing their hiring goals that benefited minority employees, as well as other initiatives that were in support of DEI practices.
For the fact that they removed DEI, I feel like that's something that's very vital in our country. So the fact that they're just casually like that is just kind of baffling to me, especially because of all the workers that are there. So I'm like, whoa.
When a company does something that's outrageous towards not just a gender or a sexuality, but just people in general, I feel like when y'all mess with the customers and then try to bribe the customers to come back by advertising something, it doesn't make their experience no different.
Despite the response from customers, Target has not spoke further on the issue.
It's a way how you have to do something to like genuinely want somebody to come back to you, and more so in an aspect of like apologizing. And I feel like Target never apologized.
Other companies have chosen to rename their DEI initiatives to still keep them. However, Target chose to stop their practices completely.
It gives people jobs. It makes sure people are just equal. And it's a shame that they would take that away from so many people who deserve it and need it.
3, 2, 1.
In addition to the boycott, Target, along with Walmart, expressed to Trump in a private meeting that the high tariffs will further interfere with their business and could lead to empty shelves. According to CBS News, Target says it was a productive meeting. Back to you.
Thanks, Carmen. Coming up next on Lindenwood News. As the end of the school year has neared, Lindenwood student government hosted an end of the year ceremony to recognize Lindenwood leaders and organizations who have had major impacts on the campus this year.
The persons
sports. 2 Lindenwood athlete organizations were recognized for their volunteer work at one of the main awards. Find out which teams have made an impact in our community. All that and more when we get back.
Lindenwood Baseball and Men's Rugby were recognized at the 6th Annual One Main Awards, hosted by the St. Charles Main Street Foundation. The One Main Awards recognize organizations and individuals who make an impact on the community. The baseball team was awarded for their participation in the St. Charles Pumpkin Glow, and men's rugby was awarded for the team's volunteer work at the Main Street Supper Club this past September. These awards highlight the work Lindenwood student athletes do outside of their sport to help support the community. The Lindenwood men's golf team competed in the OVC Championships this past week. The team opened the tournament competing in 3 rounds of stroke play. The Lions finished 10 under and secured the 2 seed going into match play. However, the team concluded its season after falling to 3 seed UT Martin. The final score was 4-1. Last but not least, the Lindenwood Beach volleyball team ended their OVC tournament run in semifinals. The Lions were matched up with the UT Martin Skyhawks, needing this win to make it to the championship. However, they fell in back-and-forth fashion, which brought their season to a close. Lindenwood ended its season with 15 wins, marking the 2nd straight season that they have reached that win total. This also marks the 2nd straight season the Lions have made it to the OVC semifinals. The Lions look to come back next year and take home the OVC title. That's all for sports. Back to you.
Last Thursday, Lindenwood held their annual Black and Gold ceremony. Black and Gold brings together people from across the Lindenwood community, from students to administrators to faculty and staff. The event is organized by the Lindenwood student government to celebrate the achievements of students and faculty alike at Lindenwood. Maria Clark from SGA says the event is a way to give kudos to everyone and finally recognize them for their accomplishments. Every year, Black and Gold continues to break their attendance record. This year's theme was Cheers to Roaring Success, a reference to the Roaring 20s.
Congratulations to all the students who are recognized at the Black and Gold Awards. That's it for this edition of Lindenwood News. We'll be on break for the summer and we'll be back in the fall.
See you next semester.